Today's episode is sponsored by sliced bread, the original best thing.
Cannelloni, cannelletto, rigatoni, rigoletto, trattoria, mamma mia, Lazio. Lamborghini e linguini, bolesconi, minestroni, mozzarella, Donatella, Figaro.
Hi there. We're eating pasta in an Italian restaurant to symbolise Belgium and England's coming together.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
But first, what happened yesterday?
I kissed you in a restaurant.
Never write the Germans off. It may look as if they've been eliminated, but in fact they've cunningly disguised themselves as Sweden and will go far. England are definitely going to win this World Cup, aren't they, Ian?
I don't want to jinx anything, Anthony, but yes, definitely.
Let's have a look at your big tweet, you big old mess.
I've done that, so watch and learn.
That's actually very apt, Ian.
Is it?
Very apt. Because
In what way?
the question is, will England want to finish first or will they want to finish second?
I didn't think of it like that.
You know, everyone at the start of the tournament really wanted England to win, but now people want them to lose, don't we? It's very complicated.
Well, it is very complicated. I've worked out the permutations. If England accidentally beat Belgium, then by the semis we could face either Brazil or Germany, or Brazil and Germany.
I told you they were still here.
Belgium, also, the fates are conspiring against us because on this day in history...
On this day in 1991, Kevin De Bruyne was born. A full 500 years to the day after Henry VIII also was born. They were both born, imagine. What a coincidence.
Ian, will Kevin De Bruyne play like a Tudor king?
Always.
Will he dissolve any monasteries by the end of the tournament?
That's his chief instruction from Martinez.
How many marriages will he have?
In this game, he's going for 6 with possibly 3 assists. He's going to set 2 of his teammates up and he's going to officiate at Eden Hazard's wedding.
Lukaku and Kane rivaling for that big dog, big golden boot. And actually, we've got an interview with the maker of said boot. He's on the line now. What's it like being the golden boot maker?
Load of old cobblers, mate.
Why?
Well, have you ever tried making a boot out of gold? Plus, this year's contenders have all got completely different feet. Ronaldo's feet, 2 different sizes. One's a 4, one's an 8. One's twice the size of the other one. Kane's feet, they're all craggly and jangly and long and weird and all over the place. And Lukaku's feet are so small, they're like doll's house feet.
Oh.
Somebody got out of bed the wrong side this morning.
Yeah, just make the boots, mate. I mean, it's not that hard.
Still here, you know.
Oh, sorry. Now, England, the England boys.
England.
Will they want to rest their players or are they looking for momentum?
I've thought a lot about this. And what?
Hey, not asking you. My voice was bouncing off you up to Ed Husky, who's outside the England camp now. Ed, unprecedented access to the England boys.
Yes, Anthony, thank you. This unprecedented access between the press and the players just gets better. It's not going very well anymore.
What do you mean it's not going well? What's happened?
I made a bit of a boo-boo.
What have you done, Ed?
I took a telescopic lens and I took a photograph of the canteen menu within the England camp and I put it on social media.
Oh, now they know our menu.
Why did you do that, Ed? Why? It's because of people like you in the tabloid media that are giving this country a bad name just to sell a few copy. What are they eating in the? What are they eating in the canteen? What are they eating, Ed?
Well, the 3 choices were lasagna,
Yes.
fish pie,
Fish.
and the third option I think was 4 bananas folded in half and covered in something that salt, I think.
Ed, fish pie is brain food. Now the Belgian players are going to know that we're going to outthink them on the field.
I wish to goodness I'd had some of that brain food.
Why are you dancing, Ian?
I'm doing the Senegal training dance.
Oh, that's something fun that could go viral. 2 serious sports presenters letting their hair down. Oh, that's the chef.
Oh, blooming hell.
Bet he likes dancing.
What are you doing?
Let's have a look at the Ballsupski players to watch, Ian.
Oh, I've got Kyle Walker there. He's being played out of position and he wants everyone to know it. A few petulant Ballsupski points amassing for him. And from Panama, I've got Barsanos.
Wow, Barsanos for you.
Barsanos.
Yes.
Love saying that.
Yes,
Barsanos.
it seems you do.
Barsanos.
Okay,
Can I say it one more time?
Wow.
Barsanos. Who have you got?
I've got, interestingly enough, I've got Poland's Blaszki.
While you get to grips with that, I'm going to say Barsanos.
No, you...
Barsanos.
Blash...
Barsanos.
Blash...
Today's episode is sponsored by Wheels. It's how animals would go places if only they were clever enough.
Hello and welcome to Kazan, where it's the first round of the knockouts. Whoa, what are you doing, Ian?
I'm doing the Maradona hello.
Oh!
Fingers again.
Why does he insist on... It's another cracking episode of Ballsupski in store. We're back in Kazan. I'm so sick of this city.
Me too.
And forget all you saw about the group stage because that doesn't matter anymore, baby. We're in the knockouts.
I'd love to be able to forget everything, Anthony. I need to be able to forget everything. Why are we in a laboratory?
Glad you asked that, actually, Ian, because I have here a Men in Black style memory eraser. This, with one swish of my wrist, can wipe our memories of the group stage. Do you want me to give it a go?
Sounds harmless.
Here we go. You don't need to do the sound effect after every time. They can do that in post. So, what do you remember about the group stage?
USA did well.
I am so sorry. We had to do that joke at one point in the tournaments. We're still friends, okay? Yeah, cool. So, what happened on this day in history?
I don't know, Anthony. I can't remember anything. I'm really scared.
On this day in 1994, Maradona failed a drugs test. He hid it so well.
Do I have a wife?
We have two big daddy games for you today for Argentina and Paraguay. But before that, let's head off to the England band camp.
There was this one time at England band camp where we played the national anthem 7 times in a row before the theme tune to The Great Escape.
France.
Yep.
France.
Yeah?
France.
Go on.
What do they eat?
Oh, God.
We asked our World Cup chef what's on his palate.
Traditionally, this food was battered by somebody's chin. Not a hand or not a mallet, but a chain. I don't think they do it like that anymore.
What are you doing, Anthony?
I'm dribbling uncontrollably, Ian, because today it's a feast of football. We've got Luis Suarez versus Cristiano Ronaldo. We've got Lionel Messi versus Kylian Mbappe, and Paul Pogba, and Antoine Griezmann, and Lloris, and Varane, and Umtiti. Portugal and Uruguay are known for being masters of the dark arts. So, we thought we'd ask Ian to give us his insights onto how he got away with his sly behaviour on the football field.
Ian's Masterclass, Ian's Masterclass, Ian's Masterclass, Ian's Masterclass. So using dark arts, this is how I would suggest defending a corner, and I'm not doing it if he's here.
Well, he's the defender, so I'm attacking the corner.
Well, at least get him to put some clothes on.
This is how I am, man.
I'm not doing it then.
Do the class.
No.
We've come to the pitch. Do the
Do
class.
it.
Do the class. Do the class. Do the class. It's a real shame we didn't get to see that masterclass, Ian.
I'm quite disappointed, Anthony. I feel I have a lot to offer.
Let's have a look at your Ballsupski players to watch.
Deschamps, no idea who that is. Mbappe, Suarez, no idea.
Who are my players? No idea. Just names, aren't they? They're just
Football.
letters. Oh, I know what's happened, Ian.
What?
We've wiped our memories of football, not just the group stages. We don't remember an entire thing about football.
Okay,
I'm going to have to unwipe our memories.
good idea.
The caveat is we will remember the group stages.
That's fine.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go.
Brother.
You don't have to do the sound effects. I don't remember anything about this episode at all. But I do remember that Portugal, France and Argentina were quite underwhelming in the group stages.
I have remembered one thing from the episode.
What's that?
We did a very ill-advised joke about the USA not qualifying.
Did we?
What
Did we?
like?
Did we? We are cards. We are cards. I am so sorry we didn't
Me
call
too.
back to that joke. We don't want to do
Sorry.
it ever again. We're not going to ever again. And we apologise unreservedly. And we're still mates, right? Looking forward to 2026. That's going to be a ball. See it
And
yours.
we'll remember that. Oh, I've just remembered Ian's tweet.
Oh, go on.
Check that out. I can't remember doing that.
Today's episode is sponsored by Doors. Are you coming out?
I can't, I'm walled in.
Oh, you need doors. Welcome to Ballsupski, but first, what's Jordan Henderson pointing at?
We're pointing at a group of bank robbers.
Oh. Now, what happened yesterday? Cristiano Ronaldo, like his thighs, is out. Yeah, it's a real surprise that two teams who rely heavily on one player weren't good enough at a team sport to go all the way. Still, the planet's two greatest players can go back to the real competition. Messi versus Ronaldo Twitter polls. Oh, I wonder who I'll vote for.
That's right. Two teams hit the dust. It's time to respectfully say goodbye. That was so emotional. What's your big tweet today, you big old trash man?
I've done this. So, yeah. And that's incredibly apt because on this day in history... On this day in 2006, Cristiano Ronaldo got England's Wayne Rooney sent off by winking.
Yeah, that had nothing to do with on this day in history,
I
did
thought
it?
today was tomorrow.
Russia versus Spain. Nobody expected them to get out of the group.
It's true, Spain were awful in the group stage, but due to a series of fortunate events, they've got through.
Now, Russia, it's good for the tournament that they get through, isn't it?
It
Good
is
for the tournament. It's good for the tournament, for the host
It's
nation
good
to
for
get...
the tournament.
It's good for the tournament. It's good for the tournament, isn't it?
It's good for the tournament that the hosts have got through. If they hadn't, no one would care about the World Cup anymore. As it is, it's good for the tournament. Everyone's loving everything. It's a party atmosphere. Have a look at these surgeons celebrating a goal from last night.
Oh, that is feel good. That is
Cheeky little
so
surgeons.
feel good. So feel
Love
good.
the
So
surgeons.
feel good. So feel good.
Love the
There's a
surgeons.
feel good atmosphere
There is.
around
It's
Russia.
good for the
I can
tournament.
feel it. Spain.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do they eat?
No.
We asked our World Cup chef to tell us what's on his palate.
No.
Basically, for this one, you find really, really hard potatoes and then you steam them for 6.5 hours and you'll get great rewards.
Why are we still using
My big question today, Ian. Russia, they didn't like football before the tournament started. They love it now. Will they still like football after the tournament's finished?
Well, let's ask them, shall we? Population of Russia,
Yes.
will you still like football after the World Cup's finished?
No.
Oh, go on.
Why not?
You cannot make us.
We can make you. We gave you the tournament in good faith, Russia. The least we can expect from you is to repay it by quite liking football after it's finished. And not your wrestling and stuff like that. Your wrestling, I like wrestling as much as the next man, but football's the game.
Anthony, what is Jordan Henderson pointing at?
We're pointing at the cast of Everybody Loves Raymond.
This game, this game, this game, this game, this game, this game,
Ian,
this game,
the
this
other
game, this
game.
game. The other game is Croatia versus Denmark. Two unfancied sides. They each know they're not going to win the whole thing. Expect both to exit tonight.
More VAR controversy yesterday.
Yes, during a penalty decision yesterday, this happened in the VAR area. I mean, you can clearly see them spotting themselves on camera and waving.
That is
which
unprofessional,
are these
it?
cameras
These
on?
are both on, yes. It's
So
unprofessional.
I hate the controversy of what the
That
VAR
is
refs
that is
are
contagious, isn't
doing.
it? Seeing camera and giving it a little wave. It's Let's have a look at your Ballsupski players to watch. Who have you got, Ian?
I've got Stephen Biscuits.
Interesting. Stephen Biscuits. What biscuit would he like to eat?
Don't know.
Well, let's ask him. Sergio Busquets, what biscuit would you eat?
Flat, brown with raisins.
What, digestive with raisins?
No, Gary.
Well, Garibaldi?
Aye,
A
that's
squash
it.
fly biscuit.
I like those.
Let's have a look at my players. These are difficult to predict now, Ian, aren't they? Because these players could all mess
They
up,
could all
but
mess
we don't
up.
know.
We don't know. The predictions are not only impossible, they're positively dangerous now.
Well, try and predict both games today.
Okay.
You say it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous, but I'm predicting...
Let's do Spain versus Russia. What's the score going to be? Oh, the oxygen has gone from his brain. The oxygen has gone from his brain. That is a shame. That's a shame, but we'll see you tomorrow on